20,000 languages under the sea.
Make sure you subscribe to receive all parts.
Chapter 7. The Lost City. Captain Nemo took us north through the Indian Ocean to the Red Sea, but the Red Sea had no exit. As we got closer to Egypt, I went upstairs to the glass room at the top of the ship. It was dark outside. We were a long way under the sea. Captain Nemo turned on the outside lights.
I don't understand, Captain. There is no exit here. We cannot go through the land.
But we can go under it. Watch.
We moved down below the country of Egypt. Suddenly, I saw a large hole in the rock.
A tunnel.
That's right, Professor. And we are going through.
The Nautilus shook as we went through the small tunnel. It looked like an old cave. Then, water surrounded the ship, and there was no more land. When Conseil and Ned woke up, I told them that we were in the Mediterranean Sea.
But how? Who cares how? Now's our chance. When we go up again, we're going to escape. We're close to Europe, and we can take a small boat to get to land. Do you agree?
I could not think only of myself. Conseil loved the sea, but I did not think he wanted to live his life there. Ned Land could not escape without our help.
I agree. Only tell me when you are ready.
But the Nautilus did not go near the surface of the water again for some time. In fact, we went further down. Ned Land stayed in his room. I felt sorry for him, but I loved the sea. For many hours, I stood in front of the window in the museum. We sailed through the Mediterranean Sea and entered the deep, mysterious Atlantic Ocean. The ocean became dark, and we continued to go further and further down. Captain Nemo came into the museum as I studied the ocean floor.
I have a little surprise for you, Professor.
As he said this, a bright light appeared from behind the mountain of rocks in front of us.
What is it?
Just watch.
We came closer to the light, and I could see trees on the ocean floor.
That's not possible.
The Nautilus moved up over the mountain, and I saw that the light came from an old underwater volcano. There was no fire, but the hot lava still produced light. The light showed us part of the ocean floor. There were stone houses and ancient temples on it. I did not understand how such things could be there.
It looks like a city from thousands of years ago.
It is. It's the lost city of Atlantis.
I looked up at Captain Nemo. He never took his eyes off the window. I looked down again. So it was true, I thought. Atlantis did exist, but only Captain Nemo knew for sure. Chapter 8. The Giant Squid. We travelled through the Atlantic Ocean down to the South Pole. We went under the ice and came out on the other side. Imagine what we saw. Penguins, whales, polar bears, dolphins, icebergs. It was like a dream, and we saw it from the inside of the Nautilus. We continued up the coast of South America. Finally, we came to the warm waters near the Bahamas. Who could be unhappy? Only one person, Ned Land. Conseil, Ned and I were in the museum, looking out at old stone walls, 5,000 feet under the sea.
There are giant squid in the holes of those walls.
Come, Professor. You don't believe that, do you?
What giant squid, sir?
Well, the giant squid is really just a story. Many people like to tell stories about giant squid, but no one knows if they're true. But I know one man who said he saw them.
How long was it?
20 feet.
Did it have 8 tentacles like snakes coming out of a big round head?
Yes.
And did it have a mouth and nose like a bird's?
Yes. Why, Conseil?
Because I think I see it right there.
I looked out of the window, and there was a 25-foot giant squid. It moved close to the Nautilus and hit the window with its long tentacles. The Nautilus was too strong for it, but it was a very frightening creature. Soon, other, smaller squid came near the window. They all wanted to attack the ship. They did not know what it was. Suddenly, the Nautilus stopped. Captain Nemo came into the museum.
Is something wrong, Captain?
Yes. One of those ugly creatures is caught in our propeller.
What can we do?
We can take the ship up, then try to free the monster.
Captain Nemo never thought of danger. He thought nothing could stop him, his men, or his ship. We all went upstairs. Captain Nemo gave us all axes to cut the squid's tentacles if they attacked. One man went to open the door to the platform. As he opened it, a long, thick tentacle of the giant squid came inside like a snake and pulled the man outside. We all ran up the stairs. Outside, 6 or 7 small squid moved along the top of the Nautilus, throwing all the tentacles at the ship and its men. We fought them with our axes, but the large one, the one with Captain Nemo's man in his tentacle, stood holding the man in the air. The man cried for help. I was surprised he spoke English. Captain Nemo attacked the giant squid with his axe. He cut off some of its tentacles. I thought Captain Nemo would save his man. Then I saw Ned Land with his harpoon in his hand. I thought he was going to kill the captain. Ned, don't! But I didn't need to stop him. One of the smaller squid knocked the harpoon out of his hand and threw Ned down. The squid was about to pull into the sea. Captain Nemo saw this, cut off the squid's tentacle, and saved Ned Land.
You saved my life!
Didn't you do the same for me?
Yes, but...
Captain Nemo did not wait for the answer. He turned to help his own man, but it was too late. The giant squid shot black ink out of its body, and none of us could see anything. When we cleaned our faces and our eyes, the squid was gone, taking the man with it.